SFIO is an asset management company involved in a variety of industries, everything from technology to food to property development. And with me is CEO Jeths Lacson from New Zealand. So Jess, great to see you again.
Great to see you, Jane. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. And I know that you're considering a name change to the company. So explain what's behind that decision.
Yes, we are. And we've been asked actually to provide some more documents relating to our requests, which we have already provided. And we are very much hoping that FINRA will process our requests very soon. And in terms of the renamings, we are renaming Smokefree Innotec to Starfleet Innotec. Starfleet because it represents the alliance of the businesses in the conglomerate, which increases the portfolio of SFIO that then brings value to its partners and investors. And just in relation to that, in terms of the shell status, the company will be submitting the Q3 financials and also the filings by the end of this month, which will essentially remove the shell. Overall, I can say that though there has been some changes in the schedule, everything is back on track and we're certainly making good progress.
By the way, I like Starfleet. I think that's like kind of a cool future looking name. So now we had talked last time about some road shows you were doing. I know you were planning on coming to the US. Where does all that stand?
Well, our team will be arriving in LA this week. The educational road shows will run from the 15th October to the end of the month in LA, Phoenix, Chicago, Miami, and New York City. And our team will be working in our new office in New York City, where they will meet our existing and potential investors, including potential business partners in Epiphany Cafe. We will be conducting educational workshops, presentations, and conferences, and we'll invite investors and partners to meet with us. And all of these will be posted or uploaded in our new website, www.sfio.co.nz or www.starfleetinnotec.com. The new website is very informative, actually, and which will assist investors and partners to know more about the company's story, strategic roadmap, and updates. And just today, we have recently appointed the first batch of our advisory board. We have appointed a new CFO, that is Michael Venezuela. He's the CPA in Australia and CEO of MLV accounting firm. Mr. Roger Oriel, on the other hand, he is CEO of Asian Journal Publication in the US. He will be assisting our IR and PR teams that are based in the US to work on gaining exposure for SFIO. And Mr. Jonathan Petalver, CEO of the Global Academy New Zealand. He is leading our educational roadshows and representing SFIO until we arrive there in the US in Q1 next year to continue the US roadshows.
And then since we talked, you've made a lot of acquisitions as well. So there's the MLV Group, Big Lou's Donuts, BLD's Nationwide Contracts. So talk about those acquisitions. How do they fit into your vision of the company?
Thanks, Jane. Yes, certainly we did. So MLV Group, we acquired MLV Group, an accounting firm based in Australia with more than 5,000 clients that provides one-stop shop for all tax, accounting, financial, and social needs. MLV Group will also provide accounting and financial services to the SFIO conglomerate while pursuing its accounting firm expansion in Australia. While the Global Academy New Zealand, we established TGA, and it's headed by Mr. Jonathan Petalver. It is a strategic learning provider of master classes and workshops that aims to educate, equip, and empower SFIO's business partners, shareholders, and potential investors to have entrepreneurial and business leadership mindsets. And the Global Academy also will administer the training and business mentorship or coaching across the businesses in the SFIO conglomerate. And as we transition to the asset management model, our goal is to build leaders who will eventually lead builders of the businesses. And our most important assets here, as we recognize, are its people. I cannot run all the companies in the conglomerate by myself, but I can surely work with leaders who are running these businesses, which in essence, necessary to maintain alignment throughout the conglomerate. And with regards to Big Lou's acquisition, Big Lou's Donuts is based in Australia and was established in 2008. Since then, they've been producing commercial donuts, which they supply to their wholesale customers like supermarkets across Australia. SFIO strategically acquired Big Lou's Donuts to basically enable and expedite the expansion of Epiphany Cafe in Australia, and by utilizing its factory, which at the moment produces about more than 9,000 donuts per hour. Imagine that. And Big Lou's Donuts is positioned in the commercial tier, while Epiphany Donuts is in the upper tier of the market. With this, we are increasing our market share of donuts in Australia. And in terms of the contracts that you've asked, Big Lou's Donuts has recently sealed several deals with nationwide wholesale distribution companies in Australia, including Metcash, Foodworks, and Foodland. These deals will increase the revenue of Big Lou's Donuts for at least by $3 million, yielding approximately 5 to 6 million revenue by 2022. And for other acquisitions in the pipeline, both our new advisors in the US will be meeting our potential partner in LA for our property development projects, and they are also meeting with partners in Silicon Valley for the proposed tech hub and Ardent Bakers commissary.
Okay, well, you've got a lot going on and have been really busy. And I noticed on your new website that there's a page for tech and software development team. So what are the companies involved in that part of the business? I mean, what are you looking for in terms of strategizing with tech and software development?
Thank you, Jane. But basically, we will be disclosing the companies in November because we are launching the tech and software division at the time. And the division consists of 5 companies based in the Philippines with more than 10 years experience and with several clients internationally. And the companies have software solution platforms already in the market, which we intend to showcase in key countries where SFIO has offices and teams, such as UAE, New Zealand, Australia, and US. And the companies are involved in cybersecurity, mobile app and systems development, website design and development, artificial intelligence, data analytics, blockchain technology, digital marketing, and server and hosting. And just recently, we are also invested in a company that develops tech startup companies through their startup incubation program. So successful startups here will be supported by SFIO and could become part of SFIO's tech division. So in terms of structure, we have structured our tech division into 3 departments. We have the projects team who will be working on new projects, operations team who will be working with existing clients and focus on basic capabilities and services that I mentioned. And of course, the startup incubation team, where the ideas can be turned into reality. And in overall strategy for this division, we will be funneling the opportunities from several countries into our tech hub in the Philippines, while nurturing the involvement of our teams with their counterparts in different countries to ensure that we are in the forefront of IT, technology, and software development.
Well, you're in all the hot tech areas, that's for sure. So very fast growing. Well, Jess, thank you again for coming, and best of luck as you look to expansion here in the US, and hopefully we can meet in person soon.
Thank you very much, Jane, for having me, and enjoy the rest of the day.